Hello, my fellow Indians. I would like to tell you what are your fundamental duties as per the Indian Constitution. The Part 4A, that is Article 51A of Indian Constitution, contains the fundamental duties of every Indian citizen. This was an amendment which was done in 1976, and this was the 42nd amendment to it. So it has totally 11 clauses. Let me explain the 11 clauses to you. Clause 1: to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. So, as the word says, we have to abide by the Constitution and respect it. And we have to also respect the ideals of the institution, which are plenty in number, as well as our national identities, which are the national flag and the national anthem. Then, clause 2: to cherish and follow the noble ideas which inspired our national struggle for freedom. So what it says is we have to understand the that the amount of struggle which India and our forefathers had to go through to get us to our sovereign state we are at present. And clause 3 or clause C: to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India. So I'd like to explain all the three words by themselves. Number one, sovereignty. What does sovereignty mean? Sovereignty means that we are under no one's control. India as a country comes under no one's control, and we have our own rights to do whatever is our choice, be it internal or external politics. As well as we have the right to acquire any territory for India, as well as to cede any territory of India to our friendly countries. You might ask, we are a part of the Commonwealth, but it's an extra constitutional signing and it doesn't affect our sovereignty. Similarly, our presence in the United Nations organization also doesn't affect our sovereignty. And second word I want to say is unity. Unity. India is a country which is a union of states, as mentioned in Article 1, which means we are not a federation. What that means is a state cannot leave the Union of India, since we are a single solitary country. And also, we are not a citizen of Delhi, you're not a citizen of Tamil Nadu, you're not a citizen of Andhra. All of us, whoever we are citizens of India. And also the integrity of the country. The integrity of the country is the unity among us. How us being totally a different demographic, the northeastern province, the northwestern province, the northern province, the southern province, we all are different, but together we are all integral as a citizen of India. I would like to go to the next clause of the Constitution. That's clause D: to defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. As these words mean, we, the citizens of India, have our duty to protect our country whenever it is needed and whenever it calls for us. I would like to go to the next part. That's clause E: to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India, transcending religious, linguistic, regional, or sectional diversities, and to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of women. So, what this means is we have to promote harmony among us. There should not be any linguistic difference, there should not be any difference based on religion, there should not be any difference based on sectional diversities, and etc. And as the last term means, to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of women, we have a solemn duty as per our constitution to protect the dignity of women of our country. And I'll go to the next clause, that's clause F: to value and preserve the right heritage of our composite culture. As a citizen of India, we have the duty to protect our own heritage. Our heritage gives us our identity. We are Indians because of our heritage. Our ancestry is our identity card. So we have our duty to protect and to preserve our heritage. The next is clause G. To protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creature. As a fellow Indian citizen and also as a fellow human being, we have the duty to protect our forests, lakes, and rivers and wildlife, since they are something which was handed down to us by our forefathers, and we need to pass it on to our future generations. Next is clause H. To develop the scientific temper, humanism, and spirit of enquiry and reform. We have to instill curiosity among our fellow Indians as well as our future generations for the improvement of our country as well as our scientific knowledge. Next is clause I. To safeguard public property and to abjure violence. As an Indian citizen, we have the duty to safeguard our public property, since we are a country which is comprised of all the citizens together, and all the property which is public is your property, and you have to ensure you take care of them. And to abjure from violence, we have to make sure public property does not get damaged in violence, because it is the purse of the public which is spent for maintaining and acquiring these public properties. Next is clause J. To strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievements. As the clause says, the literal meaning is we have to strive hard to bring up our country, and we have to grow with the country. And one more clause was added in the 86th Amendment in 2002, which says, who is a parent or guardian to provide opportunities for education to his child, or as the case may be, what between the age of 6 and 15. So, as per our constitution, it's our constitutional duty to provide education and opportunities for our children, at least between the age of 6 to the age of 15. So my friends and my fellow Indian citizens, these are the constitutional obligations you have. Even though no one can sue you on basis of not performing in these as per these constitutional duties, these are extrajudicial, but still it is your constitutional duty to follow all these. Jai Hind.